I haven't the foggiest. Good morning. It's yet another edition of your Daily Fill. Dropped kid off of school. Dropped one kid off with my parents, actually. They were gracious enough to... Ooh, hey, focus. My parents are gracious enough to take the young one since he is out of school this week. And actually, the young one was, I guess, saying all weekend, I want to go to my papa's house. I want to go to my papa's house. And not exactly sure where that came from. Not opposed to it, by any means. But, you know, it's one of those interesting little deals. Feeling a little better this morning than I was last night. Yeah, I mean, emotionally it's about the same. Shoulder's still hurting, but maybe I can get that taken care of this weekend. I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to do a quick re-inspection of this house. They have already insulated and everything, which is fine. I saw what I needed to see on all the exterior walls and stuff. But the thing that I had to come back for was they didn't have a smoke detector outside of this bedroom. Hard to point when looking at the camera. But anyway, because you have to have a smoke detector both inside a bedroom and then outside in the corridor. Like, if there's a hallway with multiple bedrooms, you don't need one for every bedroom. You can just do one. That will cover all those. Anyway, this bedroom's kind of off on its own, so you can't really combine it with anything. But with the 2018 IRC, it cannot be within 3 foot of a bathroom door. I assume for moisture mitigation. I haven't really looked up the commentary on it, but here's the bathroom door. There's the smoke detector. That's maybe about 8 to 10 inches. So that's not gonna work for this particular house. Other than that, this builder's good. I haven't had many issues with them in the past. They generally know what's up and what we're looking for. But I think that was the only thing I'd written up, so they fail again. Such is life for a building inspector. Let's go on to our next one. Alright, here I'm doing another bonding inspection. Looking for this copper wire that's going out. It's going to go out and go hook to all that equipment over there. You can see the coil of the copper wire there. Basically, this is just in case of a lightning strike or some sort of electric overload, that all that electricity is dissipated out away from the water in case somebody was in it. You know, so it doesn't electrocute people. Also, all the ladders, if they had a diving board, which this does not look deep enough, those would be bonded as well. Obviously the frame of the pool, everything like that. So I'm just walking around. Looks like they may have some other equipment that may be bonded there. Not sure what, but just walk around, make sure that it's tied up to the rebar every so often, and that it's tied to those anchor points on the frame. But this one is looking good. Of course, this pool contractor, I didn't have any reason to not trust that they would have it done correctly. So we've gone all the way around and we are good to go. Well, felt like stopping at this cornfield. I just needed to make something, and of course everything always relates back to music for me, but in Hamilton even. So yeah, right now Say No to This is very much a fixture in the way I'm feeling and everything, and a lot of it, that has to do with what I talked about last night. It's such a hard feeling when you're trying to work for the marriage and whatnot, but obviously she's not, and then she wants me to actively participate in the destruction of it. There are times where I really feel like she's trying to get me to hate her. Like she's trying to get me to react and blow up and go over the top. But I'm not gonna let that happen. My children mean way too much to me. That and this whole online dating thing, It's interesting, you know, I've never really considered myself a bad-looking guy, but I've never considered myself to be a good-looking guy. So the fact that this is getting matches and whatnot is somewhat, it feels good, somewhat affirming, but still weird, still very weird. Anyway, I got a long drive ahead of me. Got to go way out. It's on the same road though, so I might just take it. It's kind of a scenic drive. You know, it was kind of a foggy, humid morning, but it was decently cool. It was like in the 70s. Now it's like 90 and sunny and still humid. August in Kansas City. Look up the quote from Ichiro. It says, I don't want to curse on this channel, but it is hilarious. Now I got the kids home. Now it's time to cook some dinner. And do some like just spiced up sweet potatoes and peppers and onions. I got this Euro meat. Got it at Costco. Looked interesting. But had a few peppers that had the splits. So I was like, well, I gotta use these tonight. But I'm gonna throw some oil and some spices in there. Then we'll fry up the Euro meat. We'll call it good. Alright. Love Dare. Day 7. First things first, get the book right side up. Love believes the best, and it makes an analogy of the appreciation room in your heart, where all the positive things of your spouse go, all the great things are written on the walls. And then the depreciation room, which obviously is the contrary to the appreciation room, where all the bad things go to live and fester, and that's where divorces happen. You know, spending time in the depreciation room kills marriages. I can totally see that. I feel that I've spent a lot of time in the appreciation room. Perhaps I'm trusting and loyal to a fault. I have consistently thought of, and I still find myself thinking about my future and everything in a partnership with my wife, you know, as a team, as a couple. So, you know, and it hits me hard when I realize she's not there. She's spent a lot of time in this depreciation room, and that's all I feel that she can think about. Whether that's true in her mind or not, I can't fully say, but that's the way I feel based on our communication. But, you know, you must develop the habit of reining in your negative thoughts and focusing on the positive attributes of your mate. This is a crucial step as you learn to lead your heart to truly love your spouse. It is a decision that you make, whether they deserve it or not. That hits hard right now. Absolutely. Now, she'll be leaving tomorrow. And it hurts. It does. But my kids and I will be okay. We're gonna have fun together. And right now, that's what's most important. So overall, today was pretty good. I mean, there was definitely some crying and whatnot, but we're gonna soldier forth. See you again tomorrow.